Welcome to the ViTrox booth here at IPC Apex Expo. Delighted to be joined by Richard Osborne. Nice to see you again, Richard.
Good to see you, Trevor. Thanks for coming to visit us.
Yeah, and well, thank you for taking part in our panel yesterday, of course.
That was fun. It was informative.
Yes, absolutely. So let's look at high-speed X-ray. There's a lot of X-ray systems out on the market that do standalone business, but you are one of the few vendors of really true inline X-ray. How do you cope with the high volume X-ray?
Well, that's a good point. Our system is inline, or designed to be used inline, and it specifically addresses the high-speed needs. One of the things that truly differentiates us is that our standard mode of operation is to do 100% inspection of the board.
Right.
Not just hidden joints.
Right.
So even though the board has already gone through an AOI system, we will still inspect everything. And frankly, most of our customers require that. And in doing, well, so...
Yeah, no, sorry, I was just going to say that X-ray is known to be, a slightly slower inspection system. Mm-hmm. Are you able to keep up with line speed if you're doing 100% board inspection?
We absolutely are, and in fact, most customers will feed 2 lines into a single X-ray. Wow. X-rays are quite costly, obviously.
Yeah.
So as much as we would like every customer to have an X-ray per line, it's just not feasible.
Not practical. Yeah. Okay. So you're doing 100, but it does 100% inspection. It identifies areas of interest, shall we say, and then that board is carved out and taken for closer inspection in a standalone?
For the review, yes.
Yeah, for review.
Offline review. It's very similar to an AOI system. Mm-hmm. It will indicate what the defect was. Is it a void? Is it an insufficient barrel fill? Mm-hmm. Is it a missing component, a resistor that got knocked off? And the operator will step through, classify those, determine if rework can be done there or at a different place. Right. But yes, that's very normal. Right.
So yesterday, in the panel discussion, we were talking about AI, and I believe that you're utilizing AI to try and reduce the amount of work or the speed that you can do throughput on these inspections.
Yes.
How are you employing AI in that process?
Well, so we're doing it kind of across the board from the programming standpoint to the defect review to the classification of things. So it's a multi-phased approach. And if I may, I'll back up and say that we've been working on this with our AOI system for the last several years, and it's a turnkey, ready-to-go solution that essentially has allowed a production-ready program to be reduced from several hours to now around 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. Total time, brand new board, ready to hit production. And so now that the AOI is complete, we're now beginning to implement and build on things for the X-ray in a very conscientious, structured approach.
Right. Okay, that's interesting. So, and in doing that, then you're getting what, a 30% time saving? Is that?
That's correct. As of today, to create a production-ready program on the X-ray is approximately 30% faster than where we had been a year ago.
Right.
And that's pretty significant, especially when you consider that in general we're considered the easiest system to program to begin with.
Right, absolutely. So, yeah, that really is quite significant. So, for a customer purchasing one of these, getting it out the box essentially.
Big box.
A big box, of course, yeah. Then they can hit the ground running with a 30% time saving, because you're essentially starting out with a massive library of images that you've already taken over a long time.
That's absolutely correct. And I think
on a suite of different components, not all components at this stage, but on a suite of components. Is that correct?
very, very good. Yes, exactly right. Currently, we have BGAs, LGAs, and some connectors done. As time goes on, we're going to add to that list. But we have a tremendous team of AI engineers that are building on this, and we're very fortunate to be aligned with some of the most significant companies in the world that have provided us data that we've built this from and are continuing to build this on.
Right. No, absolutely. I mean, so, although the 30% may be the starting point, AI is a learning tool, so it learns every time that you make an inspection, and it's up to the operator or to set the tolerances that they particularly want. But once that gets dialed in and they understand it and they keep building it repeatedly, then it gets learned behavior, as it were, and takes over more of the areas to allow the operator to concentrate on more important stuff.
It does. And one of the areas where we're seeing some of the greatest labor savings as well as quality throughput is the AI that we've implemented at the review process.
Right.
Any inspection has been notorious in that an operator can become desensitized and miss something, or perhaps even change the classification that the machine itself chose. And so obviously labor savings is a big part. In general, we're seeing approximately a 70% reduction in labor, but the improvement in quality is what is what's really resonating.
Well, I think so. I mean, I think the operators their cognitive skills are sharper if they're looking at real defects rather than wasting time just looking at.
That's a great point. They don't have to spend time looking at the mundane things that frequently can arise for various reasons.
Yeah. Great. Well, it's a journey that we're all on at the moment, and
it's an exciting time.
Absolutely. So, I want to thank you for giving us an insight as to what's happening here at ViTrox, and telling us about the latest S3 version of the V8.
V810. Well, we appreciate the opportunity. We're kind of the originators of the AXI in line. And at the very core of it, ViTrox is striving to be the world's most trusted technology company.
It's a very ethical company. I mean, I've been out to Malaysia. I've seen how they operate.
We're very,
company.
It's been a real blessing at this show to see the interaction of the team here. We're having fun. We're working hard, and it's been a great show.
Great. Well, I'm pleased for you. So nice to catch up, Richard, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Trevor.
The Arch FX manufacturing platform, processing over 1 trillion data points each month, bringing value to every level of your organization. That's manufacturing insights for tomorrow.